Hey Embers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 7 of my The Forgotten City playthrough. So, last episode, I was so scared. We did the palace and it turned into a bit of a horror game, so that was fun. And in today's episode, we've got quite a lot to do actually, but I just noticed a character that we haven't spoken to yet, so let's go ahead and do that.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil.
What's your story?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people, that kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place?
I do actually, because I'm not an architect, I'm an archaeologist. Tell me about the city's history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Isn't it common for Romans to copy Greek art and architecture, or what does that mean? Isn't it common for Romans to copy Greek art and architecture?
Well, yes, that could be the reason. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Tell me about the city's architecture.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
If they bring water into the city, could we use them to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Tell me about the temple up on the bluff.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
I intend to. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Do you know a way out of here?
You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I'd tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the Golden Rule, but once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyway.
What do you mean?
Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Novio Magus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. Sie weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care. Which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
I think so, yes.
Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option.
I hear you. How do you remove a god from power? Oh, that's dangerous talk. I hear you.
I'm glad. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
I noticed the graffiti. Why does someone think you're a sinner? Oh, I didn't actually, but there's graffiti, I guess.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
You like men?
Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Do you know who's writing the graffiti?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite the collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
I think I already know who it is, or oh well, I'm sure it'll sort itself out. I think I already know who it is.
Really? Who is it?
It's Rufius. I found an incomplete letter to you in his house.
You went snooping in his place? That was risky. We're lucky you didn't cross any lines. Have you spoken to him about it?
Not yet.
I would talk to him myself, but I think that would just inflame the situation. It's probably best if you do it, if you don't mind.
I don't think we've met Rufius yet. Who are you going to vote for?
Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision.
Anything I can do to change that?
My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking.
I'll be going now.
Nice to talk to you.
So, here we are. Sinner. Yeah. Such a shame. Well, let's go and check out his house. There's an anvil. A Roman anvil. It looks odd without a horn, but that must be a more modern innovation. We have bellows. A pair of bellows used for blowing air into the furnace and help raise the heat. We have a hammer. And we have a chest and an accusatory note. But we don't want to steal. Let's examine the accusatory note. Virgil, they may not see you yet, but I want you to know I see you. A note insinuating that Virgil is a sinner. So it looks like we might have to speak to Rufius. Is this the same? Virgil, do you really want to be responsible for the sin that destroys us all? Well, I don't think that's the case. But I shall leave it at that. We have another. Virgil, I know who you are and what you want. Turn away from this path before we all suffer for your sins. Again, I shall leave that one where it is. So we could go to the shrine of Apollo while we're here. So the election is about to happen, which means that somebody is going to break the golden rule at the election. So I think we should look around as quickly as we possibly can before the golden rule breaks. And when the golden rule does break, let's not steal. When the golden rule does break, there is that statue standing in front of that doorway, which we want to go and have a look at. Dyes for colouring clothing. These appear to have been extracted from plants and insects. So this is Georgius's house. And again, I feel like while the election is on, we're going to do some looking round. See if there's anything in the market that might help us. We haven't really looked at the market yet. A lot of bread. We've got silphium resin. Okay, should we have a look at that? We don't want to steal. A bottle of silphium resin, an extremely valuable ancient Roman remedy for various afflictions. Although, to be fair, if the golden rule is going to be broken anyway, if we do want to steal, now would be the time. But we're going to examine the shrine at the moment.
It's so pretty.
Are you not going to the election, my dear? I guess not.
Salve and welcome. Need something?
We don't have anything else to say.
Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
You will when the golden rule is broken. Oh, we have a mill here. A stone mill. It looks like flour and grain are poured in from above and ground between the stones as the handles are rotated. And we have here a Roman recipe for bread. I discussed this quite a lot in the Forgotten City food video. I'm sorry to keep harping on about it, so I'm not going to look at this too much here. But it's a pretty accurate recipe for baking bread. So please feel free to pause if you would like to read it. We also have the loaf of bread itself here, a circular loaf of bread designed to be pulled apart into wedges. It appears to be freely available to anyone who wants it. Yeah, we'll have that, thank you very much. I mean, we shouldn't be taking all the bread, but let's do it. Okay, it's not classed as stealing. So let's now head into the shrine of Apollo. Oh heck, what happened here? Now I'm going to look around because I have a feeling I won't be able to talk to her. We have Navia's treatment notes. The treatment for rheumatism is willow bark. Okay. That might be useful at one point. We have some medical tools. A collection of barbaric-looking medical implements, including forceps and shears. Okay. Lots of things here. We have a mortar and pestle. The mortar and pestle haven't changed much in the last 2 millennia. We have a herb rack. A wooden rack containing various dried and ground substances. Do we have another chest, or are we good? A large stone statue of Apollo, the Roman and Greek god of disease and healing, among other things. You can hear the election going on in the background as well, so we do have to be quick. Unfortunately, we have someone in bed there. I am going to try and speak to this woman, but I think once the election happens and the golden rule is broken, it will interrupt it. A collection of barbaric-looking medical implements, including forceps and shears. Yep, we've already seen that. So let's speak to Lucretia.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
So we might steal that Silphium because we know the golden rule's going to be broken anyway. What happened?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of Silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii."
Oh, no, the golden rule has been broken. So, we are going to grab this Silphium if we can. Let's take it. And we are now, don't kill me, we are now going to head to the area where the statue was guarding and see if we can get through there. So we knew that the golden rule break was going to happen. And hopefully we don't die doing this. The statue was guarding this area here. Move out the way, me love. I want to go through there. Let's do it. So the statue isn't coming in here, so we have a little bit of time to explore. We have an old chest with 4,032 denarius. Let's take it. And 12 fletched arrows. We have a skeleton here, who interestingly hasn't been turned to gold. Anything else? Obviously it's a little bit hard to see because the lighting has changed. I don't think so, but that was definitely worth coming in to check. Nothing else here for sure, huh? Because we're going to get hit the minute we go back out. I think that's everything in here. So let's go for it. Hello, you, love. Right, I'm going. Calm yourself. Right. So now we are starting this day all over again. But that's okay. We learned quite a lot. And let's see if there's any way to talk to, I think Galerius is his name, I keep forgetting the names, to see if anything we did can be done by him. We did also steal that Silphium.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me?
I'm Ember, and I need you to take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
I need you to stop Fabia entering the empty shrine and tell the new arrival he'll find what he's looking for in there.
Alright, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood.
That's it. Now go as fast as you can.
I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
So, once we've figured out different plot threads and we've solved them, we can tell Galerius to go and figure it out. Okay, that's good to know. So I'm going to head straight back to the Temple of Apollo, and we will save this woman. And then...
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water.
And then... we have the unfortunate fellow that committed suicide. I think we should go and stop him as well. And try and keep as many people alive as we can. We're probably going to end up doing this a few times over. That looks like Rufius as well. Alright, let's go in with the Silphium.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman? She needs the resin.
I have Silphium resin. Here, take a little.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
I'm a time traveller. Honestly, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, or I heard she got sick earlier and went to find medicine. Honestly, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Look, If you don't want to tell me, I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. But no matter. That was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
So you may have just heard in the background there that the temple just collapsed. What's your story?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
How did you end up here?
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked, and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's all right. Say what you will about this place, at least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
Why are you working out of a shrine?
Oh, this shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense.
Tell me more about Navia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying, but I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Who?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out, and you know what that means. I just know Navia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Actually, I already figured out the treatment for rheumatism.
You did? That's unexpected. But tell me, what is it?
Willow bark.
Willowbark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here.
Oh, it's
Could you do me a
Rufius.
favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Well, we do need to speak to Rufius. So we have a pot of finely shaved willow bark for medicinal purposes. Alright, I can do that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Do you know a way out of here?
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Navia, and she went a little mad.
And we've heard about Navia, but let's ask again. Tell me more about Navia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician. But
I
she
don't know
was
if
the
we've heard
closest
this
thing we
before.
had down here until she
I'm going to
suddenly
skip.
lost. This changes it the last time, and
Yeah.
then she shut. She's been gone so. But I really wish one of my.
We've already done this.
Really
Let's just
is
skip.
I just. You did. Will I have?
She's giving us the willow bark again.
Thank you.
Can we talk about Yulia?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Did you hear her say anything about escaping?
How did you know that? Yes, she did mutter something about the only way out. A few times, but nothing more than that, I'm afraid.
Do you think she was poisoned, or was it self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Let's talk about something else.
Gladly.
I'll be going now.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
So let's now talk to Yulia.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Can I ask what happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I want to know how someone poisoned you without breaking the golden rule. Are you worried about the golden rule? Alright, let's talk about something else. Are you worried about the golden rule?
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you so much money, or thinking you'd be out of here before you ever had to pay back the loan? Let's say that.
I'm not proud of it, but yes, I was surprised he agreed to it, to be honest. But I was so happy to have the money I didn't question it. I had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
I think I
Hemlock.
can guess. Yeah. Oh no.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that would have broken the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing.
The hemlock.
My hemlock.
Ah, I see.
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So, what'll happen to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
I'm sorry. Can I do anything to help?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I have a better idea. How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
I'll get right on it. So, we do need to speak to Yuliamar. Let's see if we can make it in time to stop Ulpius. Obviously, it's quite a long way away, so hopefully we can do this. And let's hope he hasn't jumped yet. And then we'll go back and speak to Yulia. And I think it's about time we give Malleolus a visit. Right, has he? He hasn't. No, no, no.
Friend. I'm Octavia.
No, Octavia.
Welcome to life under the golden rule.
No, Octavia.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please, please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
All right, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Well, let's see. Ulpius, can we talk?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
It's wrong and you know it? No, it's not. I was just going to ask you what's wrong. No, I think you have the right to die if you're suffering badly enough. I'm going to say that.
You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward. I intend to go through with it.
I just think there are reasons to stay alive.
Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that culus cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for?
Maybe we can be friends.
You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out.
Oh,
Wherever you are.
no.
Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
So next time, if there's another time loop, we can ask him about Scintilla.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb.
Was that my fault? His suicide didn't break the golden rule. What does that mean? What happens now? What happens
I'll
now?
have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly check my recording time. We're doing okay. So I think I'm going to go pay a visit to Malleolus.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and...
Maybe we should speak to Claudia first, though, his wife.
Elected your magistrate. Yes. Thank you. I'm delighted and...
So let's head upstairs.
And now...
Can't remember how we get upstairs.
I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens.
Right.
Under my...
Let's unlock the door and see if we have any luck with Claudia this time. Oh heck, the door's in the way.
Supposed to be in here?
Can we talk?
Talk? What business could you possibly have with me?
We've asked all of this, so we can't do anything.
Finally! This is outrageous.
Maybe we'll come back to her when we've spoken to Malleolus. Let's do it. We can confront him and tell him we know who he really is.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
Any idea where I'd find a Roman plaque?
Look, if I had a Roman plaque in my possession, I'd be happy to sell it to you, but I don't, so I can't.
Fair enough. I want you to withdraw from the election.
Are you insane? You barge into my villa uninvited and then make outrageous demands? Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
Because as soon as you win, you're going to break the golden rule. Because if you don't, I'm going to kill you. Let's say never mind. Never mind.
You are acting very strangely.
So, you're Quintius.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
You have one green eye and one blue eye, just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
I can't prove it's you yet, but I will. Apparently, Quintus also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
I can't prove it's you yet, but I will.
Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
I'll be going now.
I trust you can see yourself out. Through the door this time?
Now perhaps this is the time we speak to Claudia. Greek statue of a lion. But that is where I'm going to leave it this episode. So thank you very much for watching. Next time we are going to try and speak to Claudia. Let's see if we can find... Which one is it that we need to find? Is it Democracy in Action? I'll need more evidence linking Malleolus to the name Quintus. So we're going to do that next time. We'll speak to his wife and see what happens. And if there is another time loop, then we are obviously going to try and save Ulpius. So that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, bye Embers.